In today's video, I will be telling you about how Meta Platforms founder Mark Zuckerberg lost over $30 billion. If you have been on the internet at all in the past decade, you have most likely heard of Facebook, or how it is now known, Meta Platforms. Since its inception in February of 2004, Facebook has turned into a social media and technology titan with nearly 3 billion users on their platform. By having this large of a platform and a huge array of users, Facebook has made some serious cash in their existence. With all this money coming in and the platform booming, it is not surprising that so many people have decided to invest in Facebook. With all this investment, people begin to look at how your company is doing under a microscope. This makes it so that any good event that happens makes the stock skyrocket, while any bad event that happens makes the stock tumble. Well, about a week and a half ago, Facebook came out with their Q4 earnings call, and the company was not doing as well as most had predicted. One thing they reported that had people panicking was that their earnings were a few $1 billion lower than what they had projected. They also reported that for the first time in company's history, Facebook has had a net negative in users signing up. The report had shown that nearly 1 million more people had left Facebook than joined. The main argument against this is that Facebook already has 3 billion users. How much bigger can it really get? While this might seem good that they have gotten as big as possible for a social media company, this also means for the shareholders that the stock has probably got to as high as it can, and that this is the best time to sell. With these reports came a mass selling of Facebook stocks. Since these reports were released, the stock has gone from trading at over $320 a share to trading under $220 a share and dropping. This means the stock has dropped over 30% from where it was, which can be absolutely devastating for a company. As the founder and largest stockholder of this company, this free fall of Facebook stock hurt Mark Zuckerberg the most. As the stock has fallen over $100 per share, Mark Zuckerberg's net worth has fallen over an estimated $30 billion. With the stock peaking at over $360 per share last year, I do not think anyone could have seen a fall this hard coming. To make it worse, this is our first earning call since rebranding from Facebook to Meta Platforms. The last thing you want to see when starting a rebrand is a company begin to plummet. As for why the earning reports came back so poorly, Mark Zuckerberg had some reasons he believed. The first reason is the unexpected rise in competition from rival social media company TikTok. With the explosion of TikTok in the past year or so, more people are spending their time on there rather than going to Facebook. To combat against this, Facebook is pushing their Reels department hard. This means they're just taking TikTok's idea and implementing it into their platform. I guess Facebook is just following the ideology: if you can't beat them, join them. Zuckerberg also claims that recent changes made by Apple have made some things difficult for the company. As you may know, Facebook may or may not make a lot of money from selling users' private data. Recent Apple updates have made it so that the users of the phones have more privacy protection from platforms like Facebook. Facebook claims that it does not sell user data, but with their recent complaints about Apple's data privacy settings, I am not so sure. I personally think the reason for the recent downfall is that young people do not really use Facebook anymore. Not only are young adults beginning to get rid of Facebook, most teens now haven't even created one in the first place. Instead, they're using other social media that are newer like TikTok, or that has content that is more dedicated to what they actually enjoy, such as YouTube. If you look at most of the content that is on Facebook, it's usually old memes from Twitter or Reddit, or direct video rips from TikTok or YouTube. Well, whatever the reason for Facebook's shortcomings, it's not looking too great for them right now. Unless they have an announcement soon that shows light for their future, their stock prices are going to have a difficult time recovering to where they were at, if they ever do at all. But before you start to feel too bad for Mark Zuckerberg, he is still worth nearly $100 billion and is still by far one of the richest people on the planet. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, or subscribe, but for now, this has been Nice Stories, and I'll see you guys next time.